was invited to Cambodia to participate in the Ineos Endurocross Cambodian Championship. So we went to VMS Motorcycle Shop Phnom Penh to try out the bikes before the race. So this was the first race start I've done with a gate in about 8 years, and it's also the first motocross style race I've done in about 8 years too. So I wasn't too sad about my start. I think I came out 4th, and then I got a little bit carried away and crashed on the first lap. And now I have some work to do. I'm a pretty calm person, so as you can tell by me shouting move, I was pretty worried about losing touch with the leaders. And here's my friend Brent, who beat me in the last race, showing us a little ballerina move. As I start to catch up to Denny, I catch him from pretty far back, and I go up the inside, and I assume he'll make it easy on me, as I was a fair bit faster. But no, he decides to run me as far wide as he can, rub shoulders with me, so we locked bars and we both nearly went down. So I wasn't very happy and decided to retaliate in the next corner. So for what it's worth, here's my age-old wisdom advice for Denny. He's going to be a lot faster than me, he's talented and he's young, so in a couple of years he'll be faster, but right now he can't match me on speed. So what he should have done is let me past, follow my lines, and that would improve his speed. But instead, he ends up losing us both time, and in the end, I ended up lapping him anyway. It turns out I wasn't the only person that Denny had issues with. Apparently, prior to this, he'd taken out Brent 2 laps before. Brent did close the door on him, but if I was him, I would have just hit the brakes instead of trying to race up the inside and taking yourself down. I think these young bucks have a lot to learn. After all the drama, I was in 4th place for the whole race, and just before the end, Flip, who you may know from the Monet race, who came first, crashed. So that put me into 3rd with 2 laps to go. Now, I've got to keep Flip behind me. Again, you can probably tell that I'm worried the lappers are going to get in the way and Flip is going to get back past me for 3rd, as he's right on my tail.
I had a bad jump, but because we had the inside, I just didn't brake, and then I was 4th.
What happened, Nathan?
I did like a backflip, and obviously the back wheel caught the top end of the jump, and I just come off.
Travis Pastrana broke his collarbone.
Snapped my collarbone, but I finished like 20 more laps after.
Yeah.
Alright. I came first.
So this was Nathan's 3rd ever race and his 1st ever ride on a 450, and unfortunately he broke his collarbone. Another 4th place start for me, which is okay. But the issue is it's so dusty that if you're right behind someone it's nearly impossible to see. Once again, I found myself behind the whole shot king, Denny, and this time I hoped for a gentler pass. A couple laps later, Flip would stall it, and as a rival, he's beat me, I've beat him. I really wanted to get past, but I didn't quite manage to. As it was so dusty, I figured I needed to make the move now, or at least rattle him into a mistake. Flip and I would pretty much stay like this for the rest of the race, locked to his rear wheel, eating dust. But while we were battling for third, there was a battle for the lead going on. I have skipped forward 25 minutes into the race, and I don't know if I'm conspiratorial, but I just noticed Flip does a little glance over. Maybe the pressure was getting to him, and as we go into this corner, he stalls the bike. But this time, I managed to make the pass stick. Now I have one lap to go, and I've got to keep Flip behind me. Now, on the last lap, I'm lapping Denny again, the whole shot king. And like I said before, if he didn't use up all his energy trying to keep the leaders behind him on the first 3 laps, I'm sure he would have done a lot better. And I came across the finish line in 3rd place again for a step on the podium. Thank you, Cambodia.
បាទសូមក្រុមការងារបាទលទ្ធផល B បាទសូមលទ្ធផល B បាទ
Thank you, VMS Motorbike Shop, providing bikes for us to race. Thank you, Jack, Kevin, Andrea, and Alicia, and I nearly forgot Nathan for coming and making this trip so fun.